A man in 1941 wearing sunglasses that look like they're straight out of the 1980s. A woman in 1928 holding what looks like a cell phone. Are these mistakes in history or proof of time travelers? Across old photographs and forgotten film reels, anomalies appear, like this one from 1941. Taken during the reopening of a Canadian bridge. It shows a man standing on the right side of the photo, dressed in a suit and holding a camera, but it's his sunglasses that really stand out. They don't quite look like today's wayfarers, but they're close, and that style didn't hit the mainstream until almost 40 years later. Or how? About this one, from Charlie Chaplin's 1928 film, The Circus. The story follows a young man who falls for a trapeze artist and gets involved with a traveling circus. But in the midst of all the drama, if you look closely at a background figure, you'll see something strange. She seems to be talking into a device pressed against her ear. A very familiar action for anyone who's ever used a cell phone. But 1928 was almost a half-century before the first cell phone call was made. The technology simply did not exist. Of course, these aren't the only examples. There's the so-called time-traveling hipster seen here in an old photograph wearing clothes and smoking a pack of cigarettes that look like they raised straight out of the 1980s. Or this photo of a soldier with what appears to be futuristic gear and body armor. He looks like he just stepped out of a science fiction movie. But he was actually photographed more than 100 years ago. And then there's this guy, some believe. He's the same person who shows up in another photo taken roughly 300 years earlier. Believers say these are the fingerprints of those who walk between timelines, proof that history has been touched by travelers from the future. Skeptics argue these are coincidences. The camera-toting man in the suit was simply wearing glasses that were common in the early 1900s, while the woman in the Charlie Chaplin film is likely holding a telephone receiver. As for the other images, well, they can always be explained away by a misunderstanding of fashion or a trick of the eye. But if these photos do show evidence of time travelers, there's one more question that arises. How many have we walked past without ever noticing? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. If time travelers truly walk among us, do you think they'd blend in and study us quietly, or would they eventually reveal themselves? Now, if you want to learn more about real-life time travelers, check out The Mystery of the Time Traveling Photographer or watch this video instead.